Right, let's put the light on. I'll wait for a few of you to come in. It's a lovely sunny afternoon. Hi Sue, how are you? Let's just get all my information here ready. I'm going to use my little board today. Who's going to be crafting along with me with their size 8 memory folio kits? I hope some of you are. It'd be nice of you to join me if you can. I'm just going to get all my colours out to share with you as well. So let's get that out. I've got my instructions as well, because you need instructions. Let's see who's excuse me, tuning in. Where are we? Just trying to see what page we're on. It's not bringing it up. All good things with modern technology. So let me come out and go back in. I'm going to turn my volume off as well. There, let's try again. I can see Lorraine is tuning in as well. So you'll have to give me a thumbs up if you've got the memory folio kits and if you're going to be joining me today. That would be great, because it's good to have a good craft along, I think. Now, let me bring all this out. That'd be nice to know if anybody's got memory folio kits and going to be working with me. Let's just see if I can bring up the comments. I'm trying to put all the colours down on my mat at the moment so you can see them. I'm going to bring you down so you can see all the gorgeous colourways, because why not? Oh, we've got some more of you in now. Good afternoon. Kathy's looking forward to this. Let me see if I can see some comments coming up. No, I don't know what Facebook is doing these days, but there we go. We're fine. And don't worry if you've come in late. You know you can watch on the Pink Frog YouTube channel. Kimberly will have this uploaded tomorrow, so you'll be able to watch it there as well. So we're talking about memory folios today. I'm going to be watching today and then catch back up with crafting along. That's perfect. That is a perfect way of doing it, Kathy. Yes, enjoy the banter, watch what's going on, and then you can get your kits and craft along with me. That's a nice thing. Now, what I must explain with the Pink Frog size 8 memory folios, you do actually get, let me bring this in here, your centimetre cutting and scoring guides, and you're also going to get your instructions. Okay, I haven't got my instructions here because I can probably make these in my sleep now. But I'm going to share some lovely colours with you, and also for those people who perhaps haven't seen a folio, what's the difference between a folio and a book? So basically, when we talk about a folio, yes, it's got a spine, but it doesn't have like hinges like you would with a book. So with a book you'll have hinges and you actually put your pages in. With a folio it opens out, so you've got lots of sort of flips and flaps that open out. Okay, so lots of spaces for photographs. The nice thing I like to do is to keep all the folios the same size, so when you've got them on a bookshelf, like perhaps you can see behind me here, they all stand nicely together as well. So we're going to be looking at those. So a bit of housekeeping first from Pink Frog. So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, please do. And remember, if you haven't checked your inbox, there is a new discount code for March for you to get your 10% discount as well. The glue, the EVA glue, And our lovely glue bottles, whether you go for the 2 slimline or the 2 other ones, these are on a special offer. So you can do a bundle. It will save you £3 by buying them together. And also you get free P&P as well. So that offer's still on. We've got the 160 GSM super smooth paper, which is perfect to go through your printer. So if you want to print your own pattern papers, this is perfect to go right through your printers, so you can print out your pattern papers if that's the route you want to take with decorating your folios. Okay, and that's working out. It's, if you have 200 sheets of the A4, it's £12. It works out at 6p a sheet. So if you think you were covering an 8x8 folio, to get a piece of 8x8 pattern paper, you would pay a lot more than 6p a sheet. So just think about that. Okay, so that's a good way to think about it. All right, now we've also got 10% off our super smooth 300 GSM cards, and that works out at 11p a sheet. So if you go over to Pink Frog, if you go to the craft along, you'll see the link. Kimberly's put it on with the chat there. You'll see the link of all the products that I'm going to be using. Okay, and the A4 super smooth you can buy in lots of weights. You know, you can have, say, 50 sheets, you can have 200 sheets, so the price will vary. Okay, but it's from 11p a sheet. Adhesive foam on a roll, now 25 meters of it, and it was £6.50, it's now down to £5.50, so really good deal there. And something new that's in, it's that brand new in, I haven't even got mine yet. Okay, mine is in the post on its way to me, so I'll be sharing that with you next week. But your finger lift normal tape, so whereas Pink Frog, we have the red line tape, when we talk about finger lift tape, we talk about the white one. The tape is acid and lignin free, which is brilliant, and you get 50 meters on a roll. So I'm going to share that with you Wednesday. Claire will be on Monday. I'm sure she'll be sharing it with you as well. So check that out on the website as well. But I think without further ado, we're going to come down. We're going to come down and let me share lots of other things with you. So I'm going to just turn the camera. So bear with me one moment while I pop it in my stand without switching it off. I'm hoping you can all hear me. Got the camera a bit higher this week. We've had the camera down low for a couple of weeks doing the gorgeous flowers. But we got the camera down low this time. So I think you can see everything. I don't think you can see my messy desk. So these are the colours of the folio kits that I want to share with you. Let me move that one over. You couldn't see that one. There we go. So we've got, these are the 3 new ink colours that we have. So let me just go through them with you. Let's start with the monochrome set. So the monochrome set, this comes with, it comes with your black, your white, your dark grey, and your light, and your normal grey. Okay, so you're going to get 60 sheets of card in your tonal kit. No, your monochrome kit, not tonal kit, monochrome kit. I'm seeing everybody saying hello to everybody, which is lovely. Oh, who's watching from Lanzarote? Donna. Donna's watching from Lanzarote. I hope you're on a sunbed in Lanzarote, Donna. Fabulous. Now let's look quickly at the neutral kits. And I'm hoping these colours are coming across okay, because my the sun is streaming through my window and I've had to put a board up to stop the sun shining through. So this is your tonal kit. So you've got that lovely light pink. You've got the grey. You've got the light brown, which is this one just here. And then you've also got the dark grey. So that is your tonal kit. I hope I'm getting this all correct. Kimberly will correct me, I'm sure. She's on the keyboard, so she'll check me. What's this say? Don't forget some sets to send some love to. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, and then we've got the neutral kit. So this is your neutral kit. So in your neutral kit, you're going to get your brown, your ivory, your light pink, and your light brown. So that is the colour combinations we've got in the new colours. I know we've had them on telly, I think, once, but the new colour combinations. So we've got those already bagged up, ready to send from Pink Frog Towers. And let me just share this one with you. This is made with that lovely light pink and the light brown. But look how fabulous the colours work together. And this is the nice thing. And I've got this upside down. So, no, I haven't. I've got it the right way around. But one of the design team would put the pocket on the other side. But it doesn't matter. So this is the thing. This is what you are going to make. Let me bring one through for you in... Let's do the greys. So we've got dark grey and light grey going on here as well. So you've got all those lovely flips and flaps ready for you to add your pattern papers. You can stamp on there. You've got lots of big space for photo mats, waterfalls going on here. It's all happening. And then I'll bring you just a couple more through. This is one with the light brown with the light pink, with the stamping on with the Pink Frog stamps. Okay, so we're giving you another idea. You don't always have to use your pattern paper. You can quite easily just stamp on the extra sheets of card that you've got in your kits. That is the nice thing about this. Okay, so your kits from Pink Frog come with the 4 colour combination card, come with your cutting and scoring guide in centimetres, and also come with your instructions. So you're all ready to go. And let me just finally bring one of these in before we start gluing together. This was one that Heather made for me. How masculine does that look? It looks fabulous. You know, you've got Father's Day coming up. How brilliant is this? Just going for that really tone-on-tone effect with the greys and the whites. You know, it's just absolutely fabulous. Susan says neutral's her favourite. I know that the trouble is you can't have favourites because they're all just so nice. This is the great thing about them. And if you could imagine, right, if you bought, say, one kit. So from one kit as well, we haven't mentioned that. From one kit, you will make 2 folios. So you're going to be able to make 2 folios from one kit. But how fabulous do they look when they're all together on a shelf? So one could be, say, of your holiday. One could be of the special event you've had. One could be a special birthday. One could be just because it's of the children and you want to get the photos off the phones and printed out. So without further ado, I think we're going to make one. And while I just get my bits together, I want to just share that with you. A little treat from me. Now, some people are more visual learners, like what we're going to do today. We're going to actually make a folio, and some people are more visual learners. If that's the case, there is also my size 8 memory folio online workshop. And from today until Friday, I'm offering you a 20% discount code if you purchase. Now, if you click on the link on the Pink Frog site, it will send you directly to Dawn's Inspirations. And if you go to the size 8 memory folio, this is the one using the Pink Frog memory folio kits. When you go to checkout, put in the code FBPF10 and you can get your 20% discount code. So you can get that workshop for under £10. So there's a little treat from me to you. But let's make a start on this. So I did say to people, I'm going to do a black and white one here today. So I did say to people, if they've got their kits and they haven't done them, grab them, because we're going to put one together. Okay, I've got my scoreboard. So I'm doing this in centimetres. The other thing to also let you know, if you're not a centimetres person, please do not worry, because if you're not a centimetres person, the online workshop allows you to choose centimetres or inches. So if you prefer to work in inches, go to the online workshop and purchase that, because you'll get your cutting and scoring guide and instructions in inches, and you can do the workshop in inches. The workshop is broken down into 3 separate videos, which is cutting and scoring, construction and decoration. So you get 3 separate videos for each of the measurements, and you get cutting and scoring guide and written instructions. So I've already cut my card, but I'm going to score it with you. Okay, and then we're going to glue this together. I'm just getting all my correct instructions out. I'm not going to call out measurements. I don't need to, because if you've got the kit, you've got all the measurements there that you are going to need. So that is not a problem. So let me get my board on the centimetre side. That would be a very good place to start. Okay, so I'm going to score these out. I've already scored these out, but you're going to do all your scoring. And then what I like to do is, as I go, I put things on a pile next to me. So I've got my first 3 bits that are my hinges, they're scored. Then I look at the next bits, which are my covers. I don't need to score these, so that just goes on that pile and that goes on that pile. Then I'm going to start working my way down. Okay, I've got the next piece, which is, and that's got to be scored at 2 centimetres. So this is for that pocket at the back. Okay, so that's at 2. I said I wasn't calling out measurements, but stop me. So, and then you're going to need the next piece, no scoring. So pop that on your pile. I'm just putting everything on top of each other. This is the easiest way to work. And then I'm going to get my next piece, and I'm going to do that measurement, and I'm going to do that measurement, and that's going to go on my pile. I'm going to get my next one, and I'm going to do this measurement. Now, because the card from Pink Frog has been cut the way it has, you have very little wastage in here. This one actually doesn't need any scoring at all, so that's going to pop onto there. And then I've already scored my little waterfall elements. Okay, so I've got these already, and you're going to need 6 of these, but when we come to adding those, I'm going to show you several different ways that you can attach these. So I'm going to pop those to one side. I've got my next piece. So this piece doesn't need scoring. You see, it's so easy. And then I've got my next piece, which will need a score line. So pop that on there, and then that last piece doesn't. So I've used the centimetre side for this one. The next thing I'm going to need is my burnishing tool. So I've got my pile. If you put your hand underneath, flip that over, and then we can start burnishing our scores. So give them a good burnish. I'm using the Teflon tool. Pink Frog have got these as well, so you can get those from Pink Frog, no problem at all. And the nice thing about the Teflon is, particularly like here where I'm using black card, you will notice that you don't get a shiny coating. Sometimes when you're scoring dark card with a plastic bone folder, you get a shiny residue. You don't with a Teflon bone folder. So little heads up there. So I'm just going down my what I've got to do. That one's got no scoring, that's going to go there. That one's got no scoring, so that's there. This one has. So let's fold this. Now, people often say to me, which way do you fold? So if you got the bumpy side, which is this side here, so we've had it on the scoreboard and we've gone in that way and you created that bump. I always fold towards the bump. Just the way I do it. You don't have to, but it's just the way I tend to do it. And then you get a nice crisp line. But I must say, with the Pink Frog card, as you know, you don't have any problems with the line. So, where are we? I was just looking at a few of the comments. Don't look at the comments, Dawn. Carry on, carry on. So this one hasn't got any scoring. And then the next one, we're going to do like a zigzag. Okay, so I'm just going to score this one over. This was the one that had 2 score lines in. So this is that sort of concertina page. Okay, so you've got that effect going on with this one. All right. And then the last one, not the last one, that one, that's the top piece. It's going to go over the concertina page. And then the next one doesn't need scoring. I've already done my photo mats. Next one doesn't need scoring. You see, it is very quick and easy to put together. I think I worked it out once. I think there's about 11 or 15 score lines. That's it. So there we go. And that's the last one. So let me put that bone folder to one side. I'm going to flip over my pile again, because that way then you're always starting at the beginning. And I'm going to get the hinge that looks like that. So you've got the one with the 2 sides on it. That's the first piece we're going to have. I'm just going to move my card to one side. So you've got your hinge, or your main hinge here, or spine, I should say. I should say spine. It's spine, Dawn. That's what I've got on my instructions. So I've got my spine. And then the next bits I'm going to take is you've got a piece here and a piece here. So let's get our glue. I'm using the EVA because it's acid and lignin free. So when we're talking about memory books and memory folios, we always talk about acid and lignin free, because this preserves your projects, preserves your photographs, preserves your memorabilia. And I will share something else with you about that as we go along. So press that down, and you know what I'm going to say. Give that a good burnish, and I'll just flip that over the other side as well. And then I'm just going to turn that over, because I work better this way around because I'm right-handed. So when I'm putting the glue on, I'm using the fine nozzle. I'm going up to the score line, but not on the score line. Okay, it doesn't have to be dead straight, but I'm going up to, but not on. And you can see actually with the black cardstock how much glue I'm actually applying. And that is the other good thing with the EVA glue. Less is best. You don't need to smother it, because you'll find you're just wasting glue. Okay, so give it a little burnish with your tool. So get that down. So that's the first part we're going to do. And I'll tell you what we'll do next. We'll do our side spines as well. So this is the inside. This has got the workings out. So this is the inside. So I'm going to turn it over again, because I like to have that bump. I like to work going one on top of the other. It's just the way I do it. But if you prefer to work in a different way, it does not matter at all. Okay. I'm hoping the sun is shining wherever you are in the UK. I know Donna's in Lanzarote, so she's definitely going to have sunshine, isn't she? So she'll be well enjoying the sun, but we've had some fabulous weather. It's been nice to get the washing on the line. So that's my centre spine, that's the side spine. I'm just going to flip my project round. As I said, I like to work on that side being right-handed. So don't forget to check your inbox if you signed up for the Pink Frog newsletter, because you don't want to miss out on your 10% discount, and that gives you 10% discount off anything on the website. But also there is that discount code for my online workshop if you prefer to work visually one-on-one. So like you're seeing now on the videos, you don't see me, you just see my hands on the desk. So my right hand's your right hand and my left is your left. So give those a burnish. So there we go. That is the main starting block of our folio. You can see it now starting to come together. So we're going to open this up. So when we open it up, you've got all the workings out, if you like. Can you see the inside, the hinges? That's on the inside. All right. Okay. So that is the inside we've got here. So now we're going to work on the left hand side. So the next thing we are going to do is I'm going to add the back pocket to here, and everything on your cutting and scoring guide, everything is there. It tells you what to do. Okay, so this is the back pocket part. So this goes on here. So we've got the glue onto here. As I say, you can decorate these by stamping on the extra cardstock that you actually get in the kits, by adding your scrapbook papers. And if you look on today's sort of items that I've used, there's scrapbooking papers there as well. They are some big bundles there. I think you get 50 sheets. And I want to say, Kimberly, you'll remind me, I know it's a silly price for 50 sheets. It is assorted, so you don't know what you're going to get. But if you're new to this and starting out, good way to start out. So that's our back pocket. I'm not going to glue this down yet, because if I was sticking pattern paper, I want to slide it in a little bit, but not all the way down. So actually, a little trick you can do is if you put your glue part the way up, but leave, hoping you can see that on the screen, leave about an inch, because then we can stick the pattern paper or cardstock, whatever we're using, down, and then with your fine nozzle bottle, you can just glue that last piece right at the last minute. So that's down. So the next piece we want to put on is the left side flap. That's going to go on here. So I'm joining this onto here. So again, I'm going to flip it over. It's just the way I like to work. So this is going onto here. And when I talk about sticking things on, you'll feel that resist. You don't need to go over the score line, because if you go over the score line, your project won't come together very well. Okay, you'll wonder why it's not sitting correctly. But as you've seen with this, there's very minimal cutting, very minimal scoring. So it's a perfect project if you're a beginner crafter or you haven't tried folios before. But if you don't want to stick photographs in them, don't worry, because you can always use them just to showcase the beautiful pattern papers that you've got. So that is another thing you can do. So I'm just burnishing that down. So I'm going to twizzle that round again, because we're working on the left side. So now let's just bring that together again so you can see where we are. Okay, so we're at this stage. So when we open our project, that's my left side. That's the two back pieces with that back pocket. Okay, and then we're going to move along now to add in our sort of concertina element. That sort of, it's not quite a W, it's got a bit missing. Okay, we're going to do that next. So this time I'm going to put the glue on here and I'm just going to attach it just under there. But you could put it the other way around. It doesn't really matter at all. If there's any questions at all while I'm going along as well, please do put them in the comments, because you know afterwards I will always do a look at the comments and answer any questions that need to be answered. Kimberly has confirmed those scrapbook papers, 50 of them, £10. They are assorted, so you don't know what's in them, but 50 for £10. Okay, so great price. So just burnish that down. I'm going to move this over here and burnish this one as well. Okay, and then I just give that a nice burnish on the side, so you can see we're getting that concertina element. So it's all coming together. So I'm going to stand this up just there for a minute and hope it doesn't block out too much light, because the next piece I'm going to need is to make sort of the card, if you like, that's going to hold that middle flap down, because there's no magnets in this project. You could put magnets if you wish, but there's no magnets. I wanted this to be a real beginner's piece for people that hadn't tried anything like this before at all. So you've got your piece with one score line and your piece that's on its own. So with the piece with the score line, I'm going to put glue again on the score line. You can see how much I'm popping on there. And again, we're going to just lay that on the top, butt it up. You'll feel that resist where you got the bump where we scored. And then just give that a burnish down. And again on the other side. But you may have noticed while we're doing this, I've not really had lots of glue spurting out, and that is because I'm using these fine nozzle bottles. They are an absolute godsend. It means you're in control more. You're putting as much on as you need to get on as well. So let me bring this project down. So this is the card element that's going to hold this shut. I'm not sticking it down at the moment because we're going to put the paper on the top first. So that is all our left side done. So now let's move to the right hand side. So the next element would be your waterfalls, which would go on here, but I'm not going to do those yet. So I'm just going to stand those in front of me. Okay, and then the next element, we need to put the piece onto here. So I'm just going to flip it on its back. So I'm on the cover now, and do the same thing again, just going along close to but not actually on. Okay, there we go, and lay this one on and just butt that one up. There we go, flip that over. So this is the right side. Okay, so that's coming down on there. And then we've got the last two pieces. Now, one of them you'll notice you've got a score line. So that is going to make a pocket. Did we have two pockets on this one? I'm trying to remember now. Oh no, that's the flap. That's going to be the flap, and the piece without the score lines, the pockets. Let's put the flap on. I'm going to do the same as I did for the other one. I'm going to put it on the other side. So glue all the way along. Now obviously here I'm working in super quick time because I want to share some other things with you as well. But obviously in the online workshop, it's in a slower pace, step by step, from cutting it, from scoring it, to piecing it together, to popping on the decoration as well. It's all there for you. So that is the flap on the right hand side. And then the last piece is the pocket. So like the other one, we're going to stick it down, but I don't want to stick it all the way down so I can slide my card underneath. So I'm just going to pop some glue like that on 3 sides and then stick that down. Always give a little burnish, because what it does is it disperses the glue and it helps push the glue into the fibres of the paper. So we've got that to stick down and we've got our waterfalls to stick down. But there you go, there is your folio all put together. All right, so let me just walk through another couple of finished samples and then we'll add some blank card as well, so you can see how it comes together. I'm going to bring in this one. This one's made with watercolour cards. So I've done this one more as sort of an art journal, if you like. It's sort of an art journal means photo album. So you can see you can use all your lovely stamps. You can do your inking techniques as well. When we open it up, now, these fabulous words, who's got, put your thumbs up if you've got the lovely word stamps from Pink Frog. These are just perfect for these. Gwen, Mrs. Pink Frog and I designed the word stamps to go with the memory folios and books from Pink Frog because they work so beautifully together. There's 5 sets. I've got all mine in my folder here. Oh, I'm seeing some thumbs up. Oh, well done. Oh, and some hearts. So there's 5 sets of words. You've got memories and moments, time to travel, remember when, family and friends, and life on camera. Now, the nice thing is I didn't want to put all the words together so they were actually in sentiments. We've got them separately. So you've got some that are larger words and you can see how you can do the shading on them as well. If I bring that one, that's just done on a bit of masking. But you can see you've got that shading, so you can do that colouring in as well. But you've got the smaller words. And if you pop over to Pink Frog's inspiration, I think Kimberly's put it in the featured element, you will see that I've done big boards of how you can mix and match the words to make lots of different sentiments. Okay, so pop over to Pink Frog's inspirations, because elements from time to travel will mix with life on camera. Family and friends will mix with time to travel. They all mix and match together, so they complement each other perfectly. So this is what we've done. We've got capture memories, love. Let's open that out. We've got life, live, love, life, laugh. You know, I've used the word stamps as part of the decoration on the paper as well, bringing in more Pink Frog stamps that I've used here. This camera die came in before we had the last set, so that was my own. But in the life on camera, there is a camera stamp as well, a nice big one. I'll see if I've got a sample with that in to share with you. There we go, it's that one there. It's that nice one there. I've done it as a distress look, but you can see that lovely big camera if you want to add, you know, cameras on there. You've got your pocket, but by masking off with that masket that we have, you can mask off where people are going to put their photographs. So if you're making to sell, because you can make these to sell, as long as you're making a finished album or a folio, you can make these to sell. You can show people where they're going to put their photographs so they can see exactly where they're going to go. All right, so that is a quick waterfall one. And I've got another one. I think this one is slightly different. Let's have a quick look before I share. Yes, this one is slightly different again. Again, done a bit like an art journal. I've cut out elements here and 3D'd those up, but bringing in the lovely word stamps, doing some techniques with your inks as well. Make great memories. Live every moment. Love with all your heart. Laugh every day. These stamps are absolutely just made for these books. You know, just making a total statement piece here. So they just work so well, you know, bringing in little elements, making big impactful elements. So whether you're art journaling on them, whether you're sticking your pattern papers, whether you're printing your papers, they all work so well together. So I've got my pieces to stick on, and actually before we talk about that, earlier on we talked about everything that I'm using today is acid and lignin free. Now you're probably thinking, okay, why has it got to be acid and lignin free, Dawn? I don't really need it to be. You do need it to be acid lignin free. So look at this little photograph of when I was a little girl. My poor mum, she just put it on a piece of board with the sellotape, and can you see what the sellotape has done? It's yellowed this, it's damaged it, the glue has seeped inside this. If you've got photographs in those photo albums, you know, with the sticky backing, and then you put the film on the top, get them out, because that glue on the back is not acid and lignin free. So EVA glue is, so that's perfect. Our new finger lift tape, when I get mine, is acid and lignin free. Our red line tape is acid and lignin free. Yes, the coating isn't, but the glue is. Okay. But when we're sticking photographs in, I like to use the photo glue. So Pink Frog do this lovely photo glue from Kalal. It's an absolute game changer. So if anybody hasn't seen it, if you use it, please do, you know, share if you got this, because it is absolutely amazing. And you're right, Jules has just put up, she doesn't like to use, you know, when you're using really old photos. So there's one here of my mum when she was 17, really old photograph. Okay, this is stuck with the glue. This is an old newspaper print of my nana and granddad, stuck with the glue. So whereas this has been just stuck down with sellotape and normal glue, can you see the difference? I've not got any of this going on, because you're using the right projects. But you can use this glue on your paper crafting as well. So this is sticking down memorabilia. So this is a little ticket from 1961. Okay, because my dad was a keen photographer, and this is what one of his tickets from picking up some photographs that he'd had developed. So this is one of those photographs. This is one of those sort of memorabilia pieces you're going to keep. Again, stuck down with my Kalal photo glue. It's not going to damage it. It's preserving it. This is mulberry paper. You know that lovely mulberry paper we have, and we never know what to use to stick it down. You can see how sheer it is. Photo glue. Just a couple of dots in the corner. Photo glue. This is vellum. Again, I've just put a little piece on just to stick vellum on. It doesn't work with parchment, just to put it out there. With parchment, I wouldn't use photo glue, because you do see it through. I tried it on all sorts of things, so you do see it through. Now, when you're sticking with photo glue, I'm going to pull this off very carefully. This has been stuck on here for months. So if I pull this off very carefully, you will see that you can just remove. Let me pick this up. I'm trying to do it without damaging my photographs. It's very hard when you're on camera. Let's take a little bit more off. So what you do is you peel it off. I won't do it all because I want to get on with my folio. You peel it off, and can you see you got the glue on the black paper? You can probably see that. With your finger, if you just rub that away, it's like gum. Okay, you rub that away, that hasn't damaged your cardstock. So if you're wanting to stick anything down and you're not sure, that's what you're going to use. The same on the back of your photographs. Just rub it with a finger. You know, like when you were a kid and you use a rubber and you pick all the bits off. You do exactly the same. This glue is very runny. Okay, so when we pop some back on, I'm going to put some back on just to stick that in place. Can you see it's quite runny? It's a gum. And then I'm going to push that down. Now it is more runny. Can you see that seeped out? I'm just going to wipe it with my finger. Don't, please don't go in with wet wipe and wipe on your photographs. So that will just take a minute to stop moving about, and that is stuck down. That's as quick and easy as it is. But what I will tell you is acid and lignin free. So if you're archiving old photographs, memorabilia in your books and folios, please do use it. Okay, so let's pop that to one side and let's bring back our folio and start putting some pattern papers. Well, not pattern papers, I'm going to stick the white on here just so you can see where elements are going to go. Okay, so I've got everything cut out. So again, I've done my pile. So these are the covers. So I'm going to skip the covers for now. So I'm going to pop those to one side because I'm going to go straight on the inside. So I want to show you how to do the waterfall and how to do this element just here. So this is where I'm going to get in the mud with the papers, aren't I? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. So I'm going to take the two bits I've got for here. So this was the pocket that we didn't stick quite down. All right, so I've got my two pieces of white. This I could have actually put through my printer as well. So you can do that. So you've seen some ideas with going on with stamps. You can use pattern paper. You can use your 160 super smooth paper to put through your printers, and that's what I tend to use if I'm printing papers for projects. You've seen Claire use, she does a lot of digital printing, and that's what she would use to make your pattern papers. So we're going to stick the back on. You see, we're not wasting a whole piece to go behind a pocket. I'm going to slide it down, match it up with the bottom piece, bring that up, and can you see that just all matches up together? With your fine nozzle bottle, just put a little bit of glue on the sides to close up that pocket, and you're good to go. So that is how you do your little pockets with your glue. Okay, obviously you're going to put a big piece on there. I'll tell you what, let's stick that on. There we go. But you don't need masses of glue with this at EVA. So just remember that. All right. So if you're a beginner, if you're a seasoned crafter, you know, these projects are marvellous. Remember, if you make to sell, you can do the angel policy. As long as you've made it, you can sell it. All right, so that's not a problem either. Now I'm going to look at this part with the concertina with the little card side. Let's get that stuck down. So you're going to start by sticking on your back piece. Okay, so that's going to go onto there, and it's nice that you've got that lovely edge to it. That's the other great thing about it. You've got that lovely edge going on. Now we're going to stick the card down. Well, I call it a card because it is basically a card blank. Now, you remember how we had the join? I'm going to turn it back on itself because I'm going to glue the join bit to the back. Now, you can glue the whole thing down, or you can make yourself another little pocket. So just by adding a little bit of glue on the side, I'm just going to put glue down that part there because that's the seam. I'm keeping this side open where my hand is, because that can be where you're going to put your pocket. And you're going to put this right bang slap in the middle. Okay. And then this then means this holds down your concertina piece. I've got my pieces of card to stick on there as well. But I tell you what, I wanted to go on and do the waterfalls. So I tell you what, let's just stick the top piece on here and I will show you how to do the waterfalls as well. Okay, so this will go on the top here. Now, how would you be decorating yours? Pattern papers? Are you going to make your own papers? Are you going to use digital papers? There's so many different ways that you can do this. So let's look at this lovely waterfall. Now, a waterfall page is amazing because it means you can add so many more photographs to your projects. That is the good thing about it. So just pop that on there. Now, here's an idea. If you've got a crafty friend and you didn't know what to get them for a birthday gift, imagine buying them one of these kits to make a couple of folios if they've never done anything like that before. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? So I tell you to cut 6 of these. Okay, I've just got 5 here because there's several ways you can do this. Let me bring in, let's bring in this one. This was with the light brown and the light pink. So here, I've just popped them all in one line. So you've still got space to put all your photographs. And I've used my word stamps as well on here to attach them. Okay, so there's those you can put on. Let's have a look at another one. How's this one done? This is the greys. Let's have a look in here. This has been done. Let's turn it the right way, Dawn. This has been done landscape. So it's got one lot going this way and then the other lot going this way. So this is what I mean. There's several different ways that you could actually stick these down. So you could have one there. I'm thinking one there. Oh, will one fit that way? Oh, not quite, not quite. I'm going to do one there and one there. And then I'm going to put these 3 just down. I think they'll just fit at the bottom. Yes, that will work. So when you've got them, they look like that. So this is going to flatten so you have that waterfall look going on. Let's take that one. And you're going to put glue just on that little sort of spine. All right. Let's stick one right up in this corner. There's my bone folder. Oh, it's a bit too quick there. Excuse me if you can see my head. And give that a little burnish down. And then open that up. There we go. And just let that one settle. We'll do the same thing again. So we'll put this one right over in that top corner. Now, when you come to actually getting them all together to get that space, I need to get my paper trimmer and make myself a little spacer. So I'm going to take a little piece of card. Cut a different colour so you can see it. So I've got a little spacer. All right. So I'm going to stick, let's have I can probably get 2 on there. I'm going to lift that up. That will just fit 2 on there. They can go under there. But I'm going to put 1 there, and I'm going to make a couple more to go in, I think. So how you do this is you're going to put glue just on your spine. I'm going to lift these back. So I'm going to cut myself some more. And then you're going to go down here. Give that a good burnish like we've just done. Fold it back the other way. And then your little spacer, you're going to put just there. And then you're going to take this piece and put next to it. So your spacer's there. Your spacer isn't glued down. Give that a good burnish. And then, so that's 2 down. Okay. And then you're just going to carry on. So here I could put more photo mats in if I want to. And this is the great use of, if you've picked up, if anybody's picked up any of our off-cut boxes, I don't know whether we've still got any off-cut boxes, Kimberly, but off-cut boxes, these are perfect for adding extra little photo mats to your projects. So just a little heads up there. So like here, I can get more on than I need, really. So I can go to my off-cut box and cut myself some more up, and then I can add some even more to go along here. I could get a couple more going on. So use your spacer. So that is that piece. You're putting a plain piece on there. Let's do the part of the back here again with the pocket, if I can find the pieces. I think that's them just here. So that's going to go, no, that's the inside of the pocket. That's the top pocket. So I'll do 1 more pocket with you. So while I'm sticking this down, quick bit of housekeeping. Don't forget to check out your emails if you've signed up for our newsletter and use your 10% discount code. If you prefer to ring and speak to somebody on the phone rather than ordering online, please do remember to, there is the phone number there. Just use the phone number and somebody at Pink Frog will take your order over the phone, and you can still use your 10% discount code. So don't forget that either. Yes, we have off-cut boxes in still for sale. So check out off-cut boxes. I think Kimberly's just left a link as well. Okay, so off-cut boxes are available as well. So this piece is going to go on here and this is going to go on here. So I'm going to stick those on after because I want to show you just a couple of more finished samples. But you can see how quickly it comes together. So let me put housekeeping, put my glue bottle lid on. Don't forget to sign up to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Okay, because what we do is these lives, because now Facebook are taking them off after a certain length of time, we do put them onto our YouTube channel so you can see them on there. So here is another one. Again, the little storage boxes, this type of thing. I'll share a link in Pink Frog's Inspirations, because if you're gifting them, you can make yourself a little box. This is another colourway. This is with the blue with the brown, but another way of showing you how you can use those lovely stamps. You know, bringing in, there's that lovely camera one there going on with the Explore, Discover Journey, but you've got lots going on here. Different again, see I've used a corner punch here just to give a different accent to your waterfalls. We've got 2 going landscape on this one. But those word stamps just finish off, because by the time you've had your photographs, you'll see what we've got. Let's bring in those lovely, I think I'm going to bring those colours back in just to share with you before I flip the camera. Where did I put them all? I've got so many folios here on my desk. It's unbelievable. So let's bring that one in. That is the light pink with the light brown. That's the 2 tones of grey. They're above me, so let's bring them in. So we have the neutral kit, which has got your light brown, your light pink, and your brown and your ivory. So that is your neutral kit. So remember that one if you like that colour combination. We have, let me pick that up without dropping it all. We have the tonal kits. So this one has your light brown, your light pink, your dark grey and your grey. So that's your tonal kit. Move that one out of the way. And then the last one is the monochrome kit. Let's move that one. So the last one's your monochrome kit, which is your black, your white, your dark grey and your grey. But you can also get the watercolour kit. You can also get, I think it's the black and white kit. There's lots of different ones that you can get. I'm just trying to think. Where are we? Let's bring this pink one in again here that had the lovely stamping on. This colour combination would make a great baby's first book, wouldn't it? Because you could quite easily use that. It's just a lovely soft look going on. But you've got all those, you know, using the camera stamps for the backgrounds, using those words for the backgrounds, different ways of putting your waterfalls on there as well. Great pockets. So also, before I go and flip the camera, don't forget to check out the Memory Folio online workshop. The discount code will run out on Friday and it's FBPF10. So that's Facebook Pink Frog 10. So let me just flip the camera around so I can see you all. So I hope you've enjoyed today's live with the fabulous folios, whether it's sort of the pale pink and the light brown, or whether you want to go with that lovely masculine look with the greys. That looks absolutely amazing, doesn't it? Double matting that and then adding your pattern papers. But you can add your pattern papers, you can print your papers. There's so many different things you can do. But when you've got them all together on your bookshelf, like you can see behind, the sun is streaming through my window. You could do just over my shoulder here. You can see they look absolutely amazing if I bring these up all together on your shelf. So thank you all for watching. I think I've remembered everything. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel and sign up so you see everything that's going on. Don't forget to check your emails if you signed up for the newsletter, because it's 10% off anything on the website. Don't forget to use my 20% off discount code that runs out Friday. I want to say thank you to Kim and everyone at Pink Frog for keeping us all going while this is happening. So keeping me in check with all the prices and everything. So we got the Easy Finger Lift tape. What else have we? Oh, where's my list gone? My list's gone. We've got the Easy Finger Lift tape. We've got the Super Smooth 160 as well. We've got the Super Smooth 300 A4 on a special offer as well. And the foam on a roll. That was the last thing, the foam on a roll. I knew I'd forget something. But anyway, thank you all. I will see you next Wednesday. Kim will see you on Monday. No, not Kim. Claire will see you on Monday at 4 o'clock. I haven't got any sneak peeks to share with you what I'm doing Wednesday, but keep an eye on Facebook and all will be revealed. So thank you very much for watching and see you next week. Bye for now.